and welcome back to my channel. I'm Stephen, and today we're going to be going through a couple more boxes, finally making a bit of a dent. We've almost got a clear path down through the middle of the room, so there's a few smaller boxes here, quite a few big ones. I'm going to try and get these all cleared out today, or as many of us as possible, and then that just buys me a bit of space against that back wall where I can start, you know, stacking the sets that I'm unpacking, because I am running out of space elsewhere. So rather than me ramble on now, I'll just pop over here, grab the first little box, and we'll have a wee look at what's inside. Okay, so lots of little smaller sets in here, varying conditions here, so let's have a look. Okay, first up we have set number 6373620. It's another gift with purchase from a couple of years ago. It was a little swinging chip. I think I did pick up a couple of these. I don't know if I'll keep this, sell this. I'm not sure what I'll do. It could represent sort of like a monument or something along those lines. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll stick it to the side for now and deal with that at another point. Okay, next up we have 40486. It's the Adidas original Superstar gift with purchase, so it's the little mini shoe that came with the funky little minifigure. I did get quite a few of these at the time these were out. I'm sure it was like 21 or somewhere along that line. Let's have a look, where does it say? Yeah, 21. So I sold on a few of them. I did want to keep one for myself, mainly for the figure, so I don't know if that's the only one I have left or if there's more. Next up we have one of the little stunt bikes, 60298. Again, when they were cheap enough and on offer, I picked them up largely for the figure, but again, you got a cool little bike out of it as well. And then the 60333, which was the bathtub stunt. It's just a class little set, to be honest. I just love that bathtub. I love the ducky. You got a cool minifigure as well, so I think I may have picked up quite a few of these. I thought they may be of interest later down the line, even just for the bathtub. So okay, so this is a set that I've obviously purchased at some point through Marketplace or eBay. It's 4170. It's just basically a little scenery pack. I think I thought it would be a nice little addition to, you know, if I have like a docks or a port and there'll be like a little entrance. And I thought this presented a few little bits and pieces that would work well for that. So yeah, just some useful little bits for the layout there. Okay, another of the Brickheadz Petz, 40443. It's the budgie and the chick. Similar as before, I purchased a lot of the line. That's just one more of them. And then we have the goldfish one as well, 40442. I actually had intended on purchasing a goldfish bowl, and building these into the bowl with a little scene. Now I still might do that because I think that would look quite cool, so we'll see on that front. But that wraps up that box. I'll just quickly grab one more here. See what we've got inside this one. Okay, so a few sets in here. These, I can already tell, are all sets that I picked up a couple of Christmases ago when they were on offer. I've already pulled one of these out in a previous box, 40658. It's the Millennium Falcon Holiday Diorama. So whenever these were on offer on Lego's website, I did pick up a few to part out for the figures or to sell on as it is. Another one of the Palaces, 40613, similar thing, that was on offer. I picked it up, so I do have a few of those. And then the Jake Sully and Jake Avatar Brickheadz. Again, it was a couple of Christmases ago, they were selling these off at a discount, and I picked up a couple to just grab gift with purchases and to make up thresholds for various bits and pieces. So that's the first couple of boxes. Probably going to crack on with some bigger ones here now, so I'll just go and fetch one, bring it over, and we'll see what's inside. Okay, so the first of the big boxes then. A few sets in here, so I'll pop it in the ground and have a look. bit of package in there. So, okay, we've got a couple of Brickheadz. First, then we have the Phantom Menace Star Wars one. Again, I thought this was going to do really well. Whenever I first saw it, like a great selection of minifigures here. The Amidala and Jar Jar and Darth Maul being the real standouts for me. They have been selling them off on Lego's website toward the end of the year at a discount, so I did pick up a couple. You know, I'm happy to sit on these for a little while and see what materializes. So yeah, that's for putting away. As is this one, the Prisoner of Azkaban Harry Potter one. Similar thought process. I've just got that to. I think I was really working toward trying to get a gift with purchase again with these, so I just picked up a couple to sell on. We have 40627. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog Brickheadz. So I do have a few of these, and I was actively trying to get a couple of these, to be honest. So one more there anyway. And then we have the Books Are My Passion Lego Ideas gift with purchase then, that came out just before Christmas of last year. 40698 is the set number. This has been insanely popular. It's such a lovely little build. I had actually thought two of these would be great as little bookends on either side. I did get a few of them. I have sold a couple of them on already. There was real popularity and demand for these very early on, actually, so I think that has probably actually gone up as they become more and more scarce. I did want to keep one for myself, so I'm not sure if there's any more or not, but this is certainly one that I'll be building if that's the last of them anyway. And then lastly, in this box then, we have a Lego City Car Transporter 60408. I got this on offer on Amazon, I believe, and yeah, it's just a great set for the layout, just to get some cars and vehicles into it. You got some pretty neat cars here, quite a variety as well, and then a cool transporter lorry as well, so just couldn't really resist that. And that's everything then from that box. I'll just go and grab another one of the big ones here. Okay, so this box is full of lots of little sets by the looks of it, so a couple of Lego bags in there as well from a visit to the store. So first one out then is, so this is actually a set that I've built. I think this is just the leftover pieces in there from the build, because there is a goal and stuff that you can build as well, but I was really just interested in the figure. So obviously, as a Man United fan, whenever this Brickhead 40541 was released, I couldn't resist and had to pick that up. So that is for my own collection. Like I said, the Brickhead is built, just a few extra parts in there. So next up then we have, I've pulled out a few of these in the past. 76202, the Wolverine Mac Armor. So as I explained previously, these were really good price whenever I was purchasing them. I love the Wolverine figure, and I know Wolverine figures have come along since this, but still thought it'd be a nice little set to have. Okay, so we've got a Lego City set then, 60328. One that I purchased with the layout in mind. Great parts in here. Some great minifigures, another one of these cool ice cream head pieces, and then just a neat little build that I can probably sort of work into the beach section of the layout. I'll probably look at fleshing it out a little bit. It's a very small build, but I have a couple of older sort of marina sets, and I kind of figured that this could all kind of be mocked in together as one sort of larger building. So that's that. Next out then we have a couple more of the Brickhead Petz. Can't have too many more of this line left. I've pulled quite a few of them out in this and previous hauls. So 40543 and 40544, the Saint Bernard and the French Bulldog. So again, a couple more that I picked up when they were on the go what I do with those, I don't know at this point. I might look at moving them on, I may hold on to them. Another one of the Lego Ideas gift with purchase sets, 40553, it's the Cosmic Cardboard Adventure. Again, another very cool little build that I personally want to have for my own collection. I love the minifigure torso with the Benny spaceship on it, and just the whole sort of scene itself and the mini builds and stuff are great. So yeah, one that I absolutely had to have for me. Okay, next up, 21331 is the Lego Ideas Sonic the Hedgehog set. I know when this first came out, this was kind of pre the actual Sonic line itself, and I did really like the idea of this set. As time's gone by, I have become much less interested in it, so I know I picked this up very early in its sort of run. I don't know what I'll do with it, to be honest. I might build it. It is quite a neat little scene. I am a bit of a gamer as well, and I have tried to pick up a few of the other gaming sets or gaming related sets. Not all of them, but just ones that I find quite interesting. So it might find space on a display. I may shift it. We'll see. I'll put that down here. Okay, so next is 21179, the Mushroom House little Minecraft set. Again, I think this was on offer on Amazon at some point, and I couldn't really resist. I like I said, I like to pick these little sets up whenever they're on offer. There's a good sort of price on them, so that's that. And then we have the T-Rex Dinosaur Fossil Exhibition 76940. I've bought this for me. This will be one that I'll build. I love this T-Rex fossil, and the baby Triceratops as well, obviously. So as I've said, I do like to collect the molded dinosaurs, and I particularly like the headpiece on that one, so I'll be building that. Another little city set then, 60287, it's the tractor. I have a couple of these. I have definitely built at least one of them. I do want to have an area in my city that has a farm and has a bit of a farming theme around it, and you know, I'm happy to pick up a couple of these vehicles. I think it was potentially an offer when I bought this one anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I'll almost certainly build that and sort of factor it into the city in some way. And then lastly in this box then, one of the older Lego Ideas submissions, it's 21312. It was the Women of NASA set, so this was the 19th. I just love this little set. 3 very cool little builds commemorating, you know, some of the women that have been most prominent within NASA through the years, and sort of really representing them. So I just like that little set. Again, 3 neat little builds which will make for a nice little display somewhere. And then lastly in here we have 10293. It's the Santa's Visit set from the Winter Village collection. This is from a few years ago. Can't remember exactly. 2021. So I actually did build this Christmas, and displayed it sort of within the house on a little sort of Christmas shelf we had. So I had also, I think it was on offer on John Lewis at one point as well, just prior to his retirement. So I had picked up one for just keeping for the future, or it is an open back set. I would like to fill that out and back that off. So one other option was to use the second set just to allow me to sort of complete the build the way I would like it. So I have it either for that purpose or for resale, but yeah, so that's that one. And that's the end of that box then. So I'll try and get through one more here then, and that'll probably wrap up this video. Okay, this is another pretty full box. So I've just shifted a few bits away. I'm very conscious of how long this video is going on, so I'll try and get through this one fairly quickly. Said we have a lot of sets in here, so let's rattle on. First up, Triceratops Research 76959. As with most of the previous Jurassic Park sets, I've bought this for the Triceratops. This one does also come with a really nice vehicle. Yeah, it's kind of like a double whammy. That's a great vehicle and a dinosaur as well. So that's why I picked that up. Next up we have 75319, the Mandalorian Forge. I bought a few of these just prior to their retirement actually, and I think due to the Paz Vizsla figure it became very popular. I actually thought I'd sold every single one of them already, so that's a nice little surprise. So I'll be selling that on. Next then we have 40601, Majesto's Magical Workshop. This was a gift with purchase, again from a couple of years ago. A really cool one, a really cool representation of an older set. A wee bit of box damage there, but yeah, I think I got a couple of these potentially. I may have moved some on already, but I did want one for my own layout or display, so we've got at least one there anyway. Another of the more impressive gift with purchases of recent is the 40712, the micro rocket launch pad. All these mini space babies made this an absolute must, and some cracking little mini builds as well. Again, I think I maybe got a couple of these, but I do want one for myself as well. Like I said, I was trying to sort of get the collection of space minifigures. So it's nice to get these two little babies within. So yeah, very cool setup. Okay, 76200, Brothor's New Asgard. I know I previously pulled out a built one of these. I did also pick some up for purchase or for future resale. I thought this was a great set at the time. The figures are class. Nice little diorama style scene. I thought it would carry some sort of longer term value. Okay, and then I know in the previous video I shared a full box of these, so it's a couple more of the Republic fighter tanks, 75342. I don't really need to talk too much about these. These were purchased with the intention of selling on, largely for army builders and so forth. So yeah, a couple more of those then to add in. And then we've just two more different sets in here. So we've got another one of the Brickheadz 40560, the Harry Potter Brickhead with each of the teachers or professors. So yeah, another one that I've purchased with the idea of selling on in the future. And then lastly, we have a Speed Champion set. It's the Aston Martin double pack, the Valkyrie AMR Pro and the Aston Martin Vantage GT3. 76910 is the set number. Again, a very cool set that it was on offer. John Lewis had these quite well discounted at the time of purchase, so I picked up a couple of those just to put away and see if they sort of realise anything in the future anyway. So, and that kind of wraps up that box. I have a lot of sets here kind of sitting around, so I'll probably just wrap this video up here and now. Again, well, thank you for tuning in as always. I hope you've sort of enjoyed kind of seeing what's coming out of these boxes. Quite a nice little assortment here with a very cool gift for purchases, some much older sets, a lot of newer ones, quite a few different lines covered here as well. So, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. Remember to drop us a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and you know, be sure to keep an eye on the channel. There's a lot more of these unboxing videos coming up if you do enjoy them, and I will try and build a bit more variety in as well with a few sort of different bits and pieces. But yeah, thank you once again, and yeah, take care guys.